Just another quick God talk. You should be good wherever you at, whatever you're doing. You know. Side note, being God doesn't mean, or knowing the God in yourself doesn't mean forgetting you're human. It just means being able to associate the here and the reality from the simulation, like your experience from how you're experiencing. I was using an analogy in discussion, saying when you're playing a video game, imagine you as the person playing the video game being the higher self. The the person in the video game is the physical self. Now you'll go through and play the game. That person will die, come back, do all kind of experiences. But you only feel so attached to it. Now, similar to the scene in The Matrix when Neo goes to perform the infamous jump that no one has been successful at the first time. And he is unsuccessful, you know, and his nose is bleeding when he comes out of the simulation. He says to Morpheus, "I thought you said it wasn't real." And then he says in response, "Your mind makes it real." Going back to an earlier video when, I had a snippet from Zoe Williams speaking on the same concept, which is the quantum concept. So it's like in this age of information, things are coming into revelation, and it's similar to the passage, "Let those who have eyes see and those who have ears hear." How that resonates with me is let people play out the characters in this movie that they were meant to. There can only be one star in this specific role. When you see a movie, it has a cast mixed with a variation of depictions. This cast is on different planes of existence, all the same, even to the degree of what we consider the gods. They play out through aspects of us, different mythologies, and all being intertwined. So once you get in touch with recognizing the God self, the first thing that's going to play in is your ego to remind you how human you are. Now, keeping the concept of the player of the game, you can more so resonate with yourself. If you're having trouble getting in touch with the concept, use your dreams as a conduit. Picture your dreams as saying cut from a movie, and the director can now speak with the star, and they can get things on path as far as what they would want to come from the movie, right? Because in the simplest form I can think to say it, you have to have the innocence and the creativity of your imagination. You have to get that back. As you learn to be human, you forget it's the price that you pay. You have to forget how to be God or how to be spirit. I feel like in coming into existence, the marvels that we do over children, in essence, because, on a subconscious level, it's the reverence that we give to the fact that this is the closest point that you'll be to spirit before you leave. Like, you have to learn how to be human. Walk, talk, function, eat, develop the 5 senses, and as you exit, this is usually the time when the majority of people choose to become more spiritually connected, coming to terms with the idea that this physical is going to come to pass. We live most of the middle portion of our existence feeling like you have all the time in the world. But I'll end this one with a quote from Steve Jobs, paraphrasing, speaking to a room full of young entrepreneurs. He says, "I know you're looking for great motivation from me, as far as, something that I can say to make you be great, but there's no greater motivator than death, because death is the constant reminder that you do not have all the time in the world to do what you want to do." Level up, folks. Let's get there. Renegade Pharaoh. Get at me.